Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Regaining his sovereignty was one thing, but it came with a lot of consequences. A lot of them that he never thought he would actually be facing anytime soon. And as he looked at the mirror, the fangs and horns he now had, they were completely out of place with the rest of his human form. He didn't know why that happened, or how he could revert back. But one thing for certain, it seemed to be triggered by his emotions, much like the rain itself. But he was not particularly angry or upset, so it certainly was not negative emotions, or at least so he thought. But right now, as he looked in the mirror for a little bit more, he could only wonder, just how was he going to hide this, and how you were going to react? Thankfully, no trials will be held today, so all he had to do was stay in his office, and the Milicians were not really difficult to deal with. For the most part, they only questioned him because they were worried, and when told not to tell anyone, they would make sure to keep their mouths shut about whatever he told them. They were trustworthy and completely honest. So when you came in, he was a little bit anxious and unsure of himself. Neuvillette, I wanted to see you all day. You didn't come visit me yesterday and I was kind of worried. So, what's wrong? You seem like you've been avoiding me. Would you just look at me for a moment? You tried, because you're kind of upset right now. He hasn't said a single word, and maybe you're overexcited, but you want to see him. And surely he must want to see you as well. But when he turns towards you, you manage to notice what he has been trying to hide. The horns particularly surprising you now, as you focused on the fangs and the horns, and soon you had the full picture. And most importantly, his nails, his fingers, they looked kind of weird as well, like there were scales over them. Neuvillette, is everything alright? No, I don't suppose so. Neuvillette, what happened? Why are you looking so strange? You have so many questions, but you're not going to say them out loud right now. You just hold his hand gently and squeeze it. I don't know, Ion. I woke up and it was only my fangs and my horns. And right now, as you see, it's my fingers as well. Oh, Neuvillette, maybe it's because you regained your sovereignty. And now you... Oh no, could you be turning into a dragon? I suppose that would be it. But in the morning, my horns had disappeared for an hour or two before coming back in. So I wonder if I will be able to control it soon. I hope so. But I most sincerely hope that you're not scared by me. I wouldn't want that. I know. And you don't have to worry. I'm not scared of you or anything. It would be hard to do that. I love you. You know that, Neuvillette. Are you sure about that? What if I turn into a real dragon then? What if it takes me forever to turn back? Well, I personally think that you would be really hot as a dragon, but without me being very biased, I would still wait. I love you. But I think your fangs look quite cute. If it stops at this, I wouldn't mind. I like your horns too, you say, touching them, and he shivers, blushing. You were very bold, and as much as you liked it, and as much as he loved you, it was still a little bit too much at times, and a little bit too much for his heart particularly. He wasn't sure what to do when you wrapped your arms around him and kissed his cheek gently. And before he knew it, he was purring. What was happening to him? Oh, Neuvillette, is that you making this sound? I love it. Please keep doing that, you said. And he was bright red, feeling very ashamed. He didn't know how to stop doing this. But soon, he relaxed into your touch and closed his eyes, letting himself purr as needed. It was very weird, but also, it was comforting in a sense. It was nice, and he liked the feeling of your hands in his hair, and the feeling of you touching his horns. And before he knew it, he was actually feeling quite sleepy, curling around you and holding you within his arms. You didn't mind being entrapped within them. After all, wouldn't it be a wonderful trap to stay with Neuvillette for as long as you wanted? To be with him, and to waste some time of your own, and some of his time particularly. It was something nice. He needed the rest that he hardly ever got, and right now if you were able to provide it, then why not? And as you pulled him closer, cuddling with him, he let out a soft sigh in satisfaction. I suppose it's not as bad as I thought, he said, and you chuckled. And later, as you fell asleep, you fell asleep as well, and you couldn't feel the fact that he was changing within his sleep. And when you woke up and there was a dragon curled around you, you were torn between the idea that this is adorable, but also the creepiest thing you've ever seen. But once you got used to it, you kissed him and went right back to sleep in his arms. It was nice. He definitely freaked out. But when he fully turned, he was able to turn back again. And that was one of the perks. However, it's not like he wouldn't want to see his dragon form again. It was definitely an interesting thing to witness, and something you would like to try out in many different aspects.